of the groom, Shumi, and the brother of the bride, Danish, leading. Hamida, sister of the bride and husband, Robin. The mother and father of the groom, Bashir and Nasrin Atta. Next, we have the father of the bride and mother of the bride, Jamal and Shamim. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you Nima and Firdaus as Mrs. and Mr. Atta. Give it up for the wonderful couple.
तुझसे जुदा अगर हो जाएंगे तो खुद से ही हो जाएंगे जुदा, क्योंकि तुम ही हो, अब तुम ही हो जिंदगी, अब तुम ही हो चैन भी, मेरा दर्द भी, मेरी आशिकी, अब तुम ही हो। तेरा मेरा रिश्ता है कैसा, एक पल दूर गवारा नहीं, तेरे लिए हर रोज है जीते, तुझको दिया मेरा वक्त सभी, कोई लम्हा मेरा ना हो तेरे बिना, हर सांस पे नाम तेरा, क्योंकि तुम ही हो, अब तुम ही हो जिंदगी, अब तुम ही हो चैन भी, मेरा दर्द भी,
Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Good evening to all of you. Everyone is looking sharp tonight. Nima, you look ever so beautiful. Firdaus, you look so handsome. And as a couple, you are stunning. Let's hear it once more for the wonderful couple. Brother Saad Hashmi is Firdaus's friend, and he would lead us this evening with a recitation from the Quran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm just going to recite a few ayahs of Surah Nisa, inshallah, and a brief English translation afterwards. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا وآتوا اليتامى أموالهم ولا تتبدلوا الخبيث بالطيب ولا تأكلوا أموالهم إلى أموالكم إنه كان حوبا كبيرا وإن خفتم ألا تقسطوا في اليتامى فانكحوا ما طاب لكم من النساء مثنى وثلاث ورباع فإن خفتم ألا تعدلوا فواحدة أو ما ملكت أيمانكم ذلك أدنى ألا تعولوا وآتوا النساء صدقاتهن نحلة فإن طبن لكم عن شيء منه نفسا فكلوه هنيئا مريئا صدق الله العظيم. O mankind, be dutiful to your Lord, who created you from a single person, and from him he created his wife. And from them both he created many men and women. And fear Allah, through whom you demand your mutual rights. And do not cut the relations of the womb. Surely Allah is ever an all-watcher over you. And give unto orphans their property, and do not exchange bad things for their good ones, and devour not their substance by adding to it your substance. Surely this is a great sin. And if you fear that you shall not be able to deal justly with the orphan girls, then marry women of your choice, 2 or 3 or 4. But if you fear that you shall not be able to deal justly with them, then only one, or the slaves that your right hands possess. That is nearer to prevent you from doing injustice. And give to the women whom you marry their mahr with a good heart. But if they, of their own good pleasure, remit any part of it to you, take it and enjoy it without fear of any harm, as Allah has made it lawful. And give unto the foolish, and give not unto the foolish your property, which Allah has made as a means of support for you, but feed and clothe them therewith, and speak to them words of kindness and justice. On this occasion, I'd also like to mention the hadith narrated by Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, who said that when the Prophet ﷺ congratulated a man on his marriage, he said, Barakallahu lak, wa barak alayk, wa jama'a baynakuma fi khayr. Translation being, Allah bless you, and may He send blessings upon you, and may He unite you both in good. So I carry over this prayer and dua to Firdaus and Nima today, and inshallah, if any of you meet them, congratulate them with the dua that is in the Sunnah by the Prophet ﷺ. Otherwise, also may Allah bring together two families with harmony, peace, and love, best of this world and the afterlife. And may Allah make it easy for you to fulfill each other's rights. May Allah put mercy, love, patience in your hearts. And may Allah forgive all of our sins and grant us all the highest level of Jannah. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, Brother Saad Hashmi. Dr. Jamal, I think you wanted to introduce me, but I'll come to you.
Good evening. Salam alaikum. I am introducing my good friend, Dr. Sayyid Abdul Qadir, who's been with me for 20 years. He was also not born with me, but the true brother of mine. He has done master of ceremony of all my children, graduation, weddings. I need to pay him money, but I have not paid him any money to him. So tonight I decided to give him a blank check. He can fill up whatever the amount he wants.
Please sign it. Thank you, Dr. Jamal. By the mercy of the One above, we are gathered tonight to celebrate the union of two young hearts and the union of two families. Dr. Jamal has a lot of goodwill towards Bangladeshis. That is why he is shortly releasing a book in Tamgali for Tamils trying to speak Bengali. I have a few lines to share from that book. Shubho, Shonda, Shobaike. Good evening, everybody. Konar Puribarer Torof Teke, Ami, Shobaike, Shagoto, Janai. On behalf of the bride's family, I welcome you. Amra Prarthona Kori, Je Ajker, Onustan, Shukumoy Hok. We pray that this occasion be filled with joy. Asha Kori, Je Ajke, Edui, Torunder, Bie Amader, Poribarer, Ek Korbe, Ibong, Onek Kushi, Jagabe. I hope that the marriage of two young people today will unite our families and awaken a lot of happiness. Onek Dhonnabad, Ajkar Shonda, Kushimai Hok. Thank you very much. Hope this evening is filled with happiness. Pardon my Bengali, that's how he's written it, I guess. We'll try to learn it much more better as we get to know each other. With the marriage, the Athar and Jamal family unite. Let us all wish the couple a happy and righteous journey, and let us wish that the bond between the families grows stronger in the years to come. This is the third wedding in Jamal's family, wedding version 3.0, actually Indo-Bangla wedding 3.0. For those who were not here during Sana's wedding, that is the second daughter's wedding, I have to recap. This is a quiet evening in the Jamal household. Knock, knock. Who's there? Robin. Robin who? Robin, a Bangladeshi. Please come in. Famida, the eldest daughter, gets married. Knock, knock. Who's there? Shah. Shah who? A Bangladeshi. Sana, the second daughter, gets married. Knock, knock. Who's there? Firdaus. Firdaus who? Bangladeshi. Nima gets married. And then, knock, knock. And Danish is waiting. Looking at the track record, Danish, it looks like a Bangladeshi girl. So with the marriage of Famida and Robin, we were united with the wonderful Kamal family from the Midwest. With the marriage of Sana and Shah, we were united with the wonderful Alam family from the East Coast. Now with the marriage of Nima and Firdaus, we are united with the wonderful Athar family from the West Coast. Dr. Jamal, you have now officially opened the Indo-Bangla Highway across the United States, Interstate IB. And just now, I'm just getting information right now, Dr. Jamal, you have been nominated for the 2017 Nobel Peace Prize for strengthening the bonds between Tamils and Bangladeshis, and Bob Dylan has agreed to pen a song about that too. The Mohiuddin family is an example of a truly united family. The opinions may differ, but they are united. And that they lead by example. Mr. Sirajuddin is Dr. Jamal's elder brother, and he is looked upon by the family for his leadership and advice. He is called Peri. Peri in Tamil means he is the elder man. He's an ardent tennis player, always has the time to discuss sporting news, and nowadays a little politics. I've always enjoyed his company, and also the coffee he shares with me from time to time in a special flask. So this morning he came and said, Dr. Syed, I think I have to speak later on, because last time when I spoke in Sana's wedding, people came and said that I stole their thunder, that I talked about Sana completely and they didn't have anything else to speak. I just told him that's how it is, because if I let you to go later on, they may book me for age discrimination. Anyway, I invite him to share a few words. Mr. Sirajuddin.
My dear brothers, sisters, friends, relatives, and everybody here. Alhamdulillah, meaning praise be to Allah. Also meaning be thankful to Allah who has made us to be here to take part in a noble wedding ceremony of Nima and Firdaus. I may say, Nima and I grew up together. So, when I came into this country, I was new, and Nima was a baby girl. As I was trying to find my feet on the ground, so did she. However, the progress in respect of the Nima was very good. She did very well in the schools, and they call this some summa cum laude, okay? She got all those things. So her progress was very good, and I always appreciated her, the way she behaved with everybody. and people liked her company, and they looked for her advice many times, which I have personally seen. Genetics is a diagnostic tool for many of the doctors. I also believe in genetics, but on a different angle, which is positive. Nima is like her dad. So the genetics plays a big part there. She has the same zeal and zealous in whatever she has done, and still she is doing. So she went to the medical school in St. Louis, got graduated, and landed up in Los Angeles, the place I always like to be there too. And her achievements have been on a very high order. And there she found Firdaus. So did Firdaus found Nima. So with that, so our achievement, this is not the thing, she's still trying to achieve little more. As I have seen, our arrangements during the wedding has been excellent, and she found new ways. She found new ways as to how to conduct the wedding and in what style it has to be conducted. With this, I wish Nima and Firdaus a good life, and I wish good life for all of us as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Regarding this couple, I have a fishy story to tell.
Welcome.
The title of the story is Finding Nemo. Sorry, type of Finding Nemo, Nima. The young guppies swimming in the ocean called Shadi.com, evading the sharks, the crabby ones, the fishy ones. There are a lot of them on Shadi.com. The strong undercurrents of the Bay of Bengal bring them face to face. Nima. Who is this? He is doing something to my mind. He is blowing my mind. Firdaus. Who is this? She is giving me butterflies in my stomach. Nima, do you want me to scope them out? Just a upper GI? Firdaus, do you want me to pick your brain or shrink your head? Promise you, no ECT. Nima, what can you do for me? Firdaus, I can listen patiently to all your chatter. I can read your mind. And I can do things for you even before you open your mouth. And what can you do for me? Nima, I can come to know you in and out and make you a special, regular kind of guy. Ladies, and then both of them, shall we get married? There, ladies and gentlemen, begins a love story, a life story between a GI fellow and a psychiatry resident. So for some hearts, there is the Cupid. For others in the Asian community, there is Shadi.com, a portal that leads many hearts into matrimony. And Dr. Jamal is going to start a subdivision portal as well, Indo-Bangla weddings. I would like to introduce Mr. Mushtaq, Nima's maternal uncle, who has come all the way from India, again, to be a part of this occasion. He has always been there for the kids, and he is a pillar of strength, a great organizer, a man of the moment, our own Sagalakala Vallavan, Mr. Mushtaq.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I can say anything about Sana, 8 years, Nima, sorry. Sorry. 8 years back when I came for the
Excuse me. I know why he said Sana, because last time I was in trouble because I did not give him a chance to speak.
That's true, in fact. Anyway, the last wedding, he didn't give me a chance to speak. So, in fact, when I came for Famida's wedding, I wanted to. In fact, I was just walking around. My sister said, "Why don't you go and say a few words?" I didn't know anything at all. I just came up, and it was just extempo. And during that speech, I forgot to say something very important about Famida. 20 years back, I was a chronic smoker. Smoker in the sense, I never used to smoke when I was sleeping. Otherwise, I used to smoke. And Famida, in '92, when she came to India, at the airport, as usual, I smoked and came and hugged her and said, "Okay, when are you coming back?" She said, "Mushtaq uncle, why do you smoke? It's dangerous. Can you get cancer and all kinds of things." I said, "Believe me, I've been trying a lot of ways to give up smoking, but I couldn't. But I heard there's something called nicotine patch, which you get in US. If you send it, I'll definitely try and give up." And as promised, she went back and sent the patch, and I used it, and I gave up smoking. Thank you, Famida. Sorry, I couldn't say it in your wedding. Better late than never. Anyway, coming back to Nimu, and as usual, she's been the most talkative and most friendly, and she's been the best girl, and as good in studies, she's been good in everything. And I would like to say a small story before I say anything. In a small town, they wanted to build a temple, so they called a sculptor and said, "You need to make a big statue of goddess." So he came there, and there were 2 blocks of rock, and the sculptor started chiseling one rock. But the second knock with his hammer, the rock said, "Please, it's very painful, just leave me." He said, "No, just wait. Once it's over, you'll be a goddess and you'll be adored." The rock said, "No, sorry, it's very painful." So he went to the next block of rock and made a beautiful statue, and it was installed. And as everybody expected, there was a big fanfare for the whole thing. The moral of the story is, in life, there might be small pains. If you go through all that, ultimately, this is what the statue, the idol, you'll be the goddess in the family. You'll be a great person. Everybody will adore you. So, in fact, the sculptor said, "I'm going to remove only the unwanted pieces of rock in the block so that you become a beautiful idol." So that's it. And one more thing. A small boy asked God, "I heard you're everywhere, but whenever I want something, you don't give me." He said, "Little boy, I'm like Wi-Fi. I'm everywhere. You need to get connected. And the password is belief and faith." So this is not only for the little boy, this is for everybody. You need to have faith in Firdaus, and the belief in you will take you everywhere. It's not only between husband and wife, it's even between the small children. A small child might say, "Dad, you're not giving me anything." Believe in your parents, believe in your dad, believe in your mom. You'll get it. It's just the belief and the faith in them that is going to carry you. This is for everybody, and I think this will definitely help. And with this, I wish Nimu and Nishu a very happy and enjoyable and healthy married life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mushtaq. Firdaus is the oldest sibling in his family. He is fondly called Nishu at home. Nishu means God's most beautiful creation, a tick in Nima's favor. Nishu has 5 letters. Nima has 5 letters. Perfect match. He has always been interested in the universe. He joined astrophysics at UCLA. I guess dealing with the multivariable calculus really made him see a different kind of stars. So he chose to pursue a career path called medicine, which he said it's a little easier. His family have been very proud of him to take a medical career. They felt he'll be able to take care of the atherosclerosis in the Ather family. That's what he told me. He said a lot of them have atherosclerosis. Join the club. Even this side, everybody does have that. He's a charming young man, a good son, caring brother, and looking forward to be a loving husband. He's very happy to have wed Nima. He is currently pursuing a residency in psychiatry. He listens very well. That's a good trait to be a psychiatrist, and a very important trait to be the perfect husband. His family, including all the uncles, cousins, have seen an ever-present grin on his face since he has met Nima. As a child, he used to spend a lot of time playing Lego, choosing the right pieces, and in his Lego of life, he has picked his partner, Nima, to start building an everlasting relationship. Firdaus comes from a close-knit family where all the uncles, aunts, cousins support one another. Firdaus and his family believe that Nima has made him a happier person. Next, I have Riaz, Nima's cousin, our family imam who knows how to shake a leg or two, a man who knows a thing or two about hearts, young and old. He practices cardiology at Oklahoma. Dr. Riaz, let us hear a few of your beats. And speak or just speak?
I can? Just kidding. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Congratulations to the newly wedded couple. First of all, I would say that Syed, you just have this really mastered. I watched you every wedding, but this is just absolutely unbelievable. So, wonderful job. When I think about Nima, as usual, my dad stole the thunder. Because the first things that ever come to my mind is Nima's first birthday. She was 1 year old, 2 months after we came to the US. So we were one of the ones who were blessed with the duties of changing diapers. So, needless to say, I've known Nima all the way since her young days. And, you know, it's a blessing when you grow up with people as nice as, you know, our family, as we are united. And then I see everybody's different character. With Nima, you know, some people say that she's talkative. Some people say she's quiet. Some people say she's not very organized. I learned a lot yesterday. I was very shocked when I heard that when they asked the questions, you know, there was a great game. It says, is Nima organized? Who's more organized? And everyone says, Nima is not. I'm thinking to myself, you guys are all crazy. In my opinion, I think Nima is actually one of the most organized people. Now, organized doesn't mean what is there on the desk. If it's a clean desk, it doesn't mean they're all organized. You got to have it all organized up in the head, you know. And she already has it all planned out. No matter what stage in her life, she knew exactly what she wanted to do. She knew exactly where she wanted to go. She could not be swayed one way or the other because I tried to sway her. I said, Nima, you're doing so great. I think cardiology is the field for you. I tried several times and she says, no, GI is the field for me. So, I tried, but genetics played a part because, so again, my dad stole the thunder there. So when I look back, I looked on the stage, I see Firdaus. Obviously, I don't know Firdaus very well, but sometimes you don't need to know too much. Because one of the most essential things in a marriage is love. You know, when you see that in his eyes, you know, I feel there's nothing more a girl should ever want. If the guy loves the girl, I tell you, everything is going to work out. Okay? So it's a blessing, you know, when I see the love for Nima he has in his eyes. You know, sometimes you don't have to get up on stage and say, oh, I love my wife. Oh, she's so beautiful. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit of a little glance, you know. I mean, people who see Bollywood movies, you know, it's not the dialogue. It's like as you're walking away, it's whether you turn and look back. So both they say in Hindi, palat ke dekhna, you know. Once you look back, that's it. You know. So we look at all this and look at all these weddings we've been part of here, and it just brings back one thing. As my dad started off saying, Alhamdulillah, all praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, Allah of, the Supreme Being. Because without the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this won't happen. And it is manifest. It just tells you this is a manifestation of Jamal uncle, Shamima auntie, because it all starts there. How they brought up their kids, you see, and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been happy with it, and how, alhamdulillah, we have such a wonderful ceremonies, and how, alhamdulillah, we have watched such wonderful 3 couples so far. So I ask and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala along with all of you to bless this wonderful newly wedded couple for a bright and prosperous, happily married life. And one thing before I wanted to end right there, I wanted to say something. The last question they asked yesterday in your game, the question was very interesting. They said, who wants to have the kid in the first year? And then you saw Firdaus' hand go up. You had Nima goes. It's very interesting because it's exactly the opposite in our family. Because if we had played the game with me and Saira's hand would have gone up. And I'll be like, no. So whatever it is, it's only with the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala everything happens, no matter how much we plan for anything and everything. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless you guys with everything, great progeny and great future. May Allah bless you guys. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam. So it looks like, Riaz, that didn't work out, right? You didn't put your hand on quickly because you got 3 kids now. Like I said, I have known Nima, the 3rd or 4th sibling, since 1998. She's a sharp kid, takes things in her stride. I've never seen her hassled. To put it in a trendier term, she is cool. She has the ability to manage her time very well, even in the midst of a busy medicine residency or a GI fellowship. She finds the time to party with her friends. And this has really impressed Firdaus. She loves Firdaus dearly and feels she has been blessed with a wonderful husband and great in-laws. And I think now I know why Nima chose a psychiatrist. Because many a time when we are in the Jamal household playing games such as Mafia, Werewolf, there is bedlam. And then she'll say, our family is crazy. So Firdaus, you'll be a perfect fit, okay? And be ready for a lot of curbside consults. It's not for themselves, but to find out if the other person is crazy, okay? Next up is a very, very interesting character. You know, she's Nima's cousin. She has grown up with her sisters and would like to share a few words. If any of you did not know already, let me recap by saying, Shahnaz is an actress, a playwright, tooth fairy, halim and cake specialist, and when she finds the time, she practices a little bit of pediatric dentistry. Come along, the multi-talented Shahnaz. And just to, if people don't know, Shahnaz, I'll let you know, your 2 minutes starts now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Everybody who gave speeches stole my thunder. And, so here I go. I'm going to start at the very beginning. So I've known Nima as a baby since she was 9 months old when I came to this country. And I have to say, I've seen a lot of children. I've watched several children grow, babies, and they grow into adults, and several. I mean, like a lot of them, like Ainul, Fawzul, like Nadia, Nisha, and Nima. Everybody. I've seen a lot of babies grow. And hands down, she was the best baby ever that I've ever encountered. Calmest baby, best temperament ever. Of course, I don't know what happened after that, but anyway. Okay, most people think that Nima is very smart, or they think she's very intelligent. They would be right, but what they don't realize is that she's very hardworking. I mean, I've watched her study through college, achieve her goals. I mean, like, I learned to study, like, if I have a goal to achieve, I think about Nima. Like, what would Nima do? Anyway, so when it came time to achieving a goal of a husband, it wasn't about finding Nima, it was about finding Firdaus. So Nima threw out her finest net, and Firdaus swam right in. And then Firdaus realized it wasn't so bad, so he just decided to get married. So that's the story. Anyways, I forgot to mention that Nima's spirit is contagious. You always want to do something extra for her. So I will say that Nima is, out of the three sisters, she's the only one whom I've baked cakes for every birthday, till she was 10. And I remember, I think I stopped her 11 or 12. And then, and for Nima's 21st birthday, she was like, hey, can you make me a cake? And she wanted a specific teddy bear cake that I'd made for some birthday. I'm like, I don't remember, but okay, I'll make you a teddy bear cake. She's like, I want that chocolate cake that you used to make. And I remembered the cake. I didn't have the recipe, so I had to hunt it down, and I found it. So that's how special Nima is, because I did it. So I've talked a bit about Nima, but I have to talk about Firdaus too. So ever since I've met him, been very impressed. I'll tell you, I was just very impressed. Very compassionate, kind, empathetic nature. I mean, excellent listener, and he's just such a good listener that it's a trait very few of us can boast off. And I believe there can be no better match for Nima than him. I know that Firdaus is behind Nima 100%, alhamdulillah, and could be no one better. And so we are at your wedding, and it's your wedding. It's fabulous, and it's a wedding. There's a difference between a wedding and a marriage. The wedding is an event, and it ends, today, tomorrow. The marriage is the journey that starts immediately after the wedding is all done. The marriage is where the hard work goes. It's a matter of not just love, but understanding and compromise. It's about mutual respect, about carving time for yourselves. So go out there and enjoy your togetherness. Make some fabulous memories. I would say children, but I'm sure your families will nag your kids about that, so I'll just end as Nima would. Make it real, make it fun, make it real fun. I wish you both a lifetime of happiness, and Firdaus, welcome to the family.
That was super, Shahnaz. 1 minute, 59 seconds. Thank you. So, I think most of us here are familiar with Winnie the Pooh books. One of my favorite lines is, "We'll be friends forever. We'll be friends forever, won't we, Pooh?" asked Piglet. "Even longer," Pooh answered. Jobin and Shushma are Nima's friends. They've been together in undergrad and med school. They lived in the same building for 8 years. They have traveled to many parts of the world together and probably share many secrets. Now, one is on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, and one in the Midwest. The distance does not keep them apart. They still find time to meet up quite a bit. Like birds, friends fly together. Jobin and Shushma, please share some of your treasured moments on your flight path.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shushma.
And I'm Jobin.
So we're some of Nima's friends from college and medical school, as you've heard. There's probably going to be a little bit of recurring themes during our speech, but I think it's just a reflection of, how amazing we think Nima is. We're truly honored to talk about her today. We wanted to thank the Jamaluddin family first for not only hosting this beautiful event tonight, but hosting all of us in the SLU family for so many years. Thank you guys. It's not just Shamim Auntie's biryani we're addicted to. It's seriously their entire family. They've been so friendly and welcoming. From their hilarious but blunt jokes, Uncle, to all their crazy game nights, which we were always invited to. We truly found our home away from home. If anyone's wondering why some of us have remained in St. Louis, despite Nima being gone, now you guys know why. And Nima totally gets her kind and fun-loving personality from her family.
So I must say, I take a little bit of pride in having met Nima before college even began at freshman orientation. Literally from that moment on, I cannot picture a day or my life without Nima. For those, you've probably realized this and appreciate it by now, but Nima is one of the most caring and loyal friends that anyone could ever ask for. Despite being in St. Louis and having a crazy busy schedule, she never missed a family event throughout the 8 years that she was there, and she always made time for her friends for anything that we ever needed. Nima is definitely the planner of the group, and she's pretty much the glue that keeps us together now that we're so far apart. The good thing about her planning capabilities is that she always makes sure that everyone around her is having the absolute best time. It's her utmost priority. And we couldn't ask for anything more. So as many of our friends know, Nima and I spent some countless hours in a relatively unaesthetic study room in medical school. I could not have pictured this without anyone else. She always made it, whether it was the blandest of times or the most stressful of times, somehow an enjoyable experience. We always laughed every single day with her amazing sense of humor. And honestly, I wouldn't have made it through the past 10 years without you.
So when Nima finally came home from their little study room at like 2 a.m., seriously, she still found time to talk to me all night, talk about my day, decompress. I honestly don't know what I would have done without this time. We were roommates for 7 years. She was more of a sister to me than a roommate. It was truly incredible. She's obviously the most generous person that I've ever met, and you've heard that in the previous speeches. I'm just so thankful for everything that we've shared, and it was honestly everything in our room, from food to clothes to just about anything, was both of ours. Our lives became pretty intertwined, and I'm so thankful to have learned so much from her. As you've already heard tonight, she's very focused and dedicated. She's the true overachiever. She did get locked in the library freshman year of college, but it definitely paid off. Somehow, she still managed to be the life of the party of our group. For those, there's never a dull moment with Nima. So a few of us met, for those, when he came for an interview at WashU. So it was obviously already courageous of him to come with Nima even being there. But as some of our significant others may tell you, I like to think we're fun and protective, but they probably think we're crazy and overbearing. Anyways, for those fit right in. It was incredible. He just fit in so well with the group, and somehow he would subtly bring up Nima all the time during the conversation. You could really tell how much he just adored her and loved her.
So Nima, throughout all of the years and a handful of conversations on the topic, I never had a doubt in my mind that you would find the most amazing guy to spend the rest of your life with. For those, it's so obvious how you complement and balance Nima. one of the first things she mentioned is how well you listen, and I have no doubt that she will always have a caring ear to listen to, and you'll give the most insightful advice from what I've just talked to you about. We wanted to share a few tips going forth about how to keep Nima happy in the forthcoming years. The first tip is, soon enough you'll be going on your honeymoon. You may expect the usual. A relaxing breakfast, sunbathing by the beach, maybe an afternoon stroll, and a late dinner. The reality, having traveled with Nima through several countries and for several years, the alarm will ring at 6 a.m. You may get a shower in, but you cannot wash your hair. You'll get to breakfast if it's out. If it's not, you're on the road. You're out for a morning hike. Destination 1, 2, and 3 via taxi on the list for whatever country you're in. A Yelp-reviewed lunch. This is all by 10 a.m. It'll be a fast pledge vacation.
So the good news is, if you ever need to keep Nima happy with, say, dinner or a song, there's literally endless options. She says every restaurant is her favorite restaurant, and every song is, guys, this is my jam.
Another piece of advice, I'm just going to say this one. Don't eat her Taco Bell Fiesta potatoes. At the risk of losing another day of friendship, I won't go into the story, but don't do it.
So don't let Nima's, I think you called it shokna and fit body, fool you. She loves fast food, she loves candy, she loves snacks. And then Nima might send you on what she likes to call, can you bring me a little trinket? Whenever you go out. So we thought we'd give you a little bit of a sampling of these.
This is what we call her afternoon snack.
So first we have some Lay's barbecue potato chips. She seriously eats these endlessly. And then the Nutty Buddy, is that what they're called? Yeah, Nutty Buddy bars. She literally ate those every day of medical school. Yep, not elementary school. And then a Coke. Nima does not drink diet. In reality, for those who really don't need any advice from us about Nima, you guys clearly share the same values, and these are the same ones that we truly learned from her.
We wish you all the best. We love you both so much and can't wait to spend the happy years ahead with you.
Thank you, ladies. Inshallah, in the near future, we'll be getting ready for Dr. Jamal family's wedding version 4.0, that is Danish's wedding. Danish is the youngest of the siblings. I presume he's busy reading up Bengali words and getting to taste a lot of Bangladeshi food. I have seen him grow up into a fine young man whose passion lies in sports. A man of few words and measured steps. You name a game, he will play it. Not only play it, he will play it really well. A natural sportsman. I believe this is his first official speech. But Danish, I know you would hit this one out of the park too. All the best. Come along.
Assalamu alaikum. I want to first congratulate Nima and Firdaus on their wedding today. Nima is my last sister to get married, and to really appreciate what makes her special, you first have to know what my two other sisters are like. First, there's Famida. She's as cool, calm, collected as can be. The craziest thing can be going on, and Famida will just be sitting there calmly, not getting too excited or upset. And then there's Sana. She's right in the middle. 90% of the time, she's pretty calm, but if she's watching Novak Djokovic or playing Mafia with our family, she can get pretty riled up.
And then there's Nima. 100% crazy, 100% of the time. Or as Firdaus says, Poggle. Now don't get me wrong, it's a good type of crazy. As said before, Nima is definitely the life of the party. Things are always more fun and interesting when Nima is around. Now, besides Nima being a social butterfly, she's also one of the most genuine and caring people I know. I remember once in high school, I had this science test that I was not nearly prepared for the next day, and Nima spent the whole night helping me study, being a science whiz. That's such the type of person she is. Whenever her friends or family are in need, she's always there to help. As for those, I was in California for the summer, so I got to hang out with them some. But I would say the most memorable is when we went to Six Flags. Now, this is the first time we've ever hung out, and usually I love roller coasters, but I guess I just outgrew them because I ended up throwing up 4 times there and on the way back. Now, from throwing up in the past, I've realized people usually act in one of 2 ways. Usually, they're like, ew, get away from me, that's disgusting, and they casually act like they don't know me. But Firdaus was very kind and compassionate. It was at that moment, mid-vomit, that I realized if Firdaus can be so compassionate with me now, I'm sure he'll be 10 times as caring for Nima. So Nima and Firdaus, I wish you all the success in life and a happy marriage. Thank you.
Great job, Danish. Give it up for him. The first speech. Before I call upon the next speakers, I want to take the liberty of all gathered here to congratulate Dr. Robin Kamal, a leading hand surgeon practicing at Stanford. He has published a book in orthopedic surgery, and I'm positive that this book would be well received by many orthopedic surgeons throughout the world. We are all so proud of you, Robin. It is a special accomplishment. Give it up for Robin, please. And also, let us also congratulate Famida and Robin as they are expecting a baby boy. Dr. Jamal and Shamim are so excited. Next, we are going to hear something real sweet. One sentence sums up their association. In the cookies of life, sisters are the chocolate chips. Famida and Sana, please come.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Famida, and my name is Sana, and we are Nima's older sisters. So we would first like to thank all of you for coming and celebrating this joyous occasion with us. We are also grateful to have such a loving family and friends that have traveled from both near and far to attend this event. So thank you so much. Having been so similar in age, the 3 of us sisters have always been so close. And while we're both older than Nima and we're obviously wise beyond our years, we've done our best to keep her out of trouble.
For example, Nima was deciding where she wanted to go for residency, so we convinced her to pick a program in LA. So basically, we're responsible for her marrying Firdaus. Nima and Firdaus, you're welcome. But for all of you that know Nima, she has some lessons that she's taught us over the years. Nima has taught us about living in the present and the importance of remembering where you are and where you put things. A perfect example is one time Nima was talking to my mom. Then she realized she couldn't find her cell phone. So she started freaking out and getting frantic, looking for her cell phone everywhere. What you guys don't realize is that she was actually talking to my mom on her own phone.
So Nima also has this charming ability to become friends with anyone. So if you ask someone, they always describe Nima as a social butterfly. So Nima and I actually lived in St. Louis together for 3 years while we were going to college. And although we had our own separate groups, we would sometimes hang out together. So what ended up happening is my own friends were often sometimes disappointed when Nima couldn't come and hang out, even when I was there. So, or one time actually, Nima went to New York and she stayed with my best friend. And so then, like 1 week later, I was on Facebook and I was looking and I see this picture and it's literally Nima with all of my closest friends hanging out. And no one even told me.
But in all seriousness, even as our younger sister, Nima has taught us so much about life in such a humbling and unassuming way. Nima's intelligent, tenacious, and always listening, even if you don't realize it. When Nima was 4, our whole family went to SeaWorld, and we lost her. Now that's not surprising knowing Nima, but most 4-year-olds you'd expect would start crying or maybe look for someone to help them. Nima, however, knew exactly what our next attraction would be, that we would be going to next, and somehow she found her way to that area. And then when we found her, she started giving us a hard time for taking so long to get there.
So Nima has also taught us about grace. Now don't get me wrong, Nima can be forgetful, but when life is challenging or you're in need of a friend or some support, Nima is the friend that is there for you, helping keep life in perspective and helping you in whatever way you need with poise and compassion. Nima, thanks for always being there for us, even when you're thousands of miles away. We are always in awe of your accomplishments, from medical school to following your passions in life.
For those, it has been really great getting to know you, and we are really excited for you to join our family. When we first heard about you from Nima described you as nice and a great listener, and at that point, we knew you were a match made in heaven because Nima's the talker. Lastly, take care of our little sister.
Thank you.
I told you that it was going to be sweet. Shumi is Ferdows's younger sister. She is known in the family as the cooler sibling. It seems Ferdows and Shumi would pass as twins when they were little. Yes, one wanted to be more mature and the other wanted to grow up a little slower. I don't know which happened. When she was a young girl, she used to line up all the stuffed toys in a row and read aloud to them. She had a little classroom going on. Now that tells us all about what she wanted to do later in her life. Yes, she became a teacher. She spent the last year teaching English in Korea. She loves Hello Kitty and cats. I heard she's a lot like Nima, another social butterfly. And Shumi, I had to get this. I love to rhyme, so I had to say, Shumi, welcome to Show Me State. We promise to be like those stuffed toys. You know, when you're reading to them when you're young, there will not be a peep from anybody. Otherwise, you'll put us in the corner, right?
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you everyone once again for coming out. I'm so happy to be able to congratulate my brother Nishu and his beautiful wife Nima. And thank you, Uncle, for clarifying what Nishu is, because growing up we never used that name. It was always Nishu, Nishu. So honestly, hearing Ferdows is kind of like, what, you know? So anyway, I have always believed that there is always someone out there for everyone, and today Nishu has found his soulmate in Nima. The first time my brother told me about Nima, I was absolutely sure that she was the right person for him. I never heard him talk so enthusiastically about a girl before, and this is the same guy that growing up, he would cringe at the word girlfriend or dating or anything to do with love.
Nima and I instantly bonded over our love for Harry Potter and Dashboard Confessional. And our families grew fond of each other, which was a huge relief. When I told Nishu I would speak at his wedding, I think he worried a little, as he thought I may talk about how he always used to tease me and make me mad, which he still kind of does, but at least he's lucky I don't scratch him and kick him like I did when I was 8. But I'm not going to dive into details because we have our entire lives to get to that with Nima. Plus, I'm not going to bore you with any poetry, cheesy quotes, or terribly long speech. I just want the happy couple to know that I am proud of you and able to stand here with our family to witness your wedding. On this day, all I would wish is the two of you the greatest happiness for the rest of your lives. It may come with a mix of good and bad times, but they're only there to test your love for one another, no matter how boggled the other may seem. So be true to each other and never stop believing in yourself and one another. My love and prayers go to the handsome groom, my sweet, kind-hearted, loving brother, my first best friend, and to his new best friend, the beautiful bride, my new sister, Nima. Here's to you both, two amazing souls who have their heads but have lost their hearts. Welcome to our crazy but amazing family, Nima. We're excited to have you.
That was beautiful. Next, we have a dance by Nima's friends. Kavya.
Hi everyone, my name is Kavya. I'm one of Nima's good friends from college and med school. It's a tradition among our group of St. Louis University friends to perform at each of our friends' weddings. We have planned a special skit for Nima and for those, hoping to retell their magical story. There may be some exaggerations, some fabrications, but this is the truth as we see it. So let's backtrack to spring of 2013. Nima just matched at UCLA for internal medicine residency. So I'm gonna play Nima's mom, Shamimati.
Oh my God! Like, Mom, I matched in Cali. I'm gonna be a Cali girl. But how am I ever gonna find a good Muslim boy? I don't know anyone there.
Don't worry, Nima. I've created the perfect biodata for you. We're gonna post it on MuslimWedding.com, Naseeb.com, Shadi.com, and even that Snapchat thing, Finding Nima. We should, sorry. I'm telling you, everything is gonna be absolutely fine. But let's first buy you some sunglasses. You're gonna need them in LA.
So sometime later, a year or two later, Nima and Firdaus were online on Shaadi.com biodata that Auntie had made.
Guys, here we go again. Maybe this time I'll find my Prince Charming.
Oh, don't worry, Nima. We just got to keep looking.
All right, I guess I'm gonna start looking for my wife. Let's check out Shaadi.com. First time's a charm.
Hey, what about this guy?
He's okay, but he's not Bengali. My sister's married a Bengali. I have to marry a Bengali.
Ooh, who's this girl? Nima? Ooh, okay. She's pretty, check. Muslim, check. Fair, slim, and thin? And tall? Check. Check. And a doctor? Okay, this one's perfect.
Oh, look, I used the Bengali filter. And what about this guy? Firdaus Athar?
Firdaus Athar. Muslim? Bengali? Ooh, doctor? Psychiatrist? He's gonna listen to all my problems.
And she's so beautiful.
तुझे देखा तो ये जाना सनम प्यार होता है दीवाना सनम तुझे देखा तो ये जाना सनम.
And so began their romance, texting, long phone calls, led to finally meeting in person. And as we can imagine, it was love at first sight.
ऐसी क्या चली हवा के ले गई मेरी सांसों को मुझसे दूर तेरे पास और मुझे हुआ ऐसा तू मेरी मैं तेरा होने लगा मैं तेरा तू मेरी होने लगी जानू मैं न जाने तू हुआ ये जादू कैसे जो मेरा था वो खो गया जो तेरा मिल गया हो जैसे इस दिल में जब जाना के बस तू मेरी मैं तेरा होने लगा मैं तेरा तू मेरी होने लगी.
So anyway, so now we're here at the wedding. We're so happy, Nima and Firdaus, that you guys found each other. I think this whole weekend, it's pretty obvious that they're perfect for each other. And it's, we're so excited as all of your friends to see all the amazing things you're going to accomplish in the next couple of years. But for now, we wish them a hashtag happily ever after.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Yeah, the meat bros, just tell me, I'm you wanna sing, oh?
एक ठुमके पे सौ सौ ताड़ियां हिले जब लग तेरा हिलती है बाड़ियां
एक ठुमके पे सौ सौ ताड़ियां हिले जब लग मेरा हिलती है बाड़ियां
एक ठुमके पे सौ सौ ताड़ियां हिले जब लग तेरा हिलती है बाड़ियां
24 घंटे मुंडे रहंदे मेरे अगे पीछे
जब हाय हिलते नचे ता तू बड़ी जचे हाय हिलते नचे ता तू बड़ी जचे जब हाय हिलते नचे तू बड़ी जचे जब हाय हिलते नचे तू बड़ी जचे जब हाय हिलते नचे ता तू बड़ी जचे हाय हिलते नचे ता तू बड़ी जचे
Brother Bashir and Bobby Nasreen are the groom's parents. Mr. Bashir came to this country in the 1980s. He is a senior scientist in the biopharmaceutical industry. Bobby has been the party planner. Every weekend is a party at her house. Mr. Bashir is known as the brother who cares. He makes it a point to attend not only on the joyous occasions, but also to be there when someone is sick or going through a problem. Through their hard work, commitment, sacrifice, and love, they have raised a wonderful family. They've given us two gems, Nishu and Shumi. They have been a role model. Firdaus wants Nima and himself to be like them. They have taught the children well. They've taught them to cherish the family and also pursue their careers. They have been supportive of the children each step of their life. Now, brother and Bobby, you have one more child to shower your love on, our Nemo. And we believe that she would be spoiled rotten. Brother Bashir and Bobby, please come.
Assalamu alaikum. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Amma ba'du, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. First of all, I want to thank Almighty Allah for giving us such a beautiful, handsome, smart, and loving son, Nishu, which you know as Firdaus Athar. Secondly, I thank Dr. Jamaluddin and Shamim Bhabi to raise such a beautiful girl, smart, loving, and very pretty, called Nima Jamaluddin. And finally, giving the gift to us into Athar family. Let's welcome Nima in the Athar family. And together with it, I want to welcome Jamaluddin family into Athar family. And I owe all these things to my family, especially my brother, who raised us, me and my 3 sisters, younger sisters, after my dad passed away in Bangladesh. Kafil Athar. Our whole family owes a lot to her. He only didn't take care of us, he took care of widowed mother also. He and Bhabhi, my beloved Bhabhi, we owe them a lot. Next, how we are here in America, from a poorest country to the richest and most civilized country and most beautiful country in the world, America. I owe that to my eldest brother, Azizul Gelman Athar, who is sitting right in front of me. I want him to raise his hand or stand up, please. And we have our Bhabhi also here. She is Fari Durdana, and you will be happy to hear that she is from Hyderabad, not too far from Chennai. Okay. My another one of the children is Mosumi. You just heard her speech. She really impressed me again. I didn't know she can speak that nice. And I'm happy for her. I hope she will be happy in her life too. Now it comes to Nishu, my son. He is marrying to very smart girl, and I hope he will have a very beautiful life together with Nima, and I hope your prayer will be with him. And I appreciate all my family. About, I would say, 85 of them came from all different parts of this country to attend this ceremony and make us blessed. And I appreciate all my family support. With that, I will request all of you to remember Ferdoz and Nima in your prayer. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Dr. Jamal, you're a man of action, like your favorite star Rajinikanth. Ungavali Thani Vali. You inspire us on a daily basis with your unrelenting drive, even in the face of adversity. You are the living example of my school motto, never give in. Shamima, you have been the soul and pillar of strength to the family. Your hospitality is all ever so warm. Both of you have given this world 4 wonderful children. Their accomplishments and the way they carry themselves speaks for itself. Now let me touch that. You made this mention when we started the program. You say, I am like a brother, and Not a true brother, but today you said you're going to give me a blank check. Anyway, it dawned on me only today that why that statement? Because so far I have not seen any inclusion in the family inheritance. Okay? Anyway, but you have given me enough joy and happiness, and that is priceless. I'm always thankful to the Almighty to have allowed us to cross paths in St. Louis. Me and my family always look forward to cherishing many more moments. Dr. Jamal and Shamim.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We are sorry to get the meals getting delayed. Mine is the last speech. The last for 2 minutes, they'll get to eat lamb chops. My wife and I would first like to thank you all for gracing this wonderful occasion with your presence. Our entire family is so happy for the couple. Anima is truly blessed to be marrying Firdaus. She has grown to be an intelligent, caring, thoughtful, and humble person. She makes me proud because she's the only one who followed my footsteps, being a gastroenterologist. We are excited to welcome the Attar family and Firdaus into our family. Firdaus is a kind, respectful, very handsome, hot-looking. I thank Bashir and Nazreen Bobby for raising such a good young man. Nima, now you are a member of Attar family, and I know you will respect them the way you have done this for all these years. As I've aged today, see my last daughter getting married, I'm grateful to Allah and thank my family for all their support. Special thanks to my brothers Siraj and Akbar, my good friend Kazim Papa. He helped me to come to the United States and settle. Thank you to Mushtaq, Shafi, Imtiaz, and Shirin, Tungu and Banu, many more relatives who have been a helping hand. Finally, I should thank Dr. Syed, the rehab doctor in DePaul Hospital. You can reach him. Whom? What? Who was known for several years. I always discuss with him every personal items. He gives good advice. And I would like to thank all of my family that came from India, Dubai, and all over the United States, like Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Kansas City, New York, and Australia, and a local St. Louis, France, and I come to celebrate such a joyous occasion with us today. I cannot put words how grateful I am to be standing up here today and celebrating Nima's marriage with you all. Lastly, I cannot mention the words like life, blessings, and happiness without mentioning my beloved wife Shamim, who is standing next to me. She has been putting with me for several years. She's a saint. You've been wonderful and a loving mother. Thank you very much for raising our children to be such great people. When I'm working in the hospital, from the bottom of my heart, thank you again to all who made this evening. You made this evening such a memorable occasion. I have to use my Tamil word proverb. எல்லா புகழும் இறைவனுக்கே. All praise to Allah. Thank you. Are you ready to take that?
Okay, no problem. You're welcome. Nima.
Thank you.
Nima and Firdaus, may the Almighty shower you with blessings to lead a righteous path. With your love for each other, your sacrifices to one another, your commitments to one another, may you be able to paint the best of pictures on the canvas of married life. Just a piece of advice to both of you. Firdaus, do not keep your mouth open for too long, because the gastroenterology effect in Nima may decide to take a peek. Nima, Firdaus being a psychiatrist would keep saying mind over matter, and when it really matters, he may just say don't mind it. Anyway, jokes apart, both of you should remember that this union is a blessing in paradise, because Nima means blessing and Firdaus means paradise. Let us all pray that this couple live a long, happy life here and in the hereafter. Give it up for Mrs. and Mr. Atar.
Assalamu alaikum. We won't take up too much time. We just wanted to say a few thank yous. First off, we just wanted to thank everyone for coming and making this weekend so memorable to us. It's just been amazing having all the people we care about in one place. Secondly, we wanted to thank our families. I want to thank my family for putting on an amazing wedding. It truly was a team effort. We've had people from all over the world helping out with this wedding. We had a food tasting, and we had 15 people trying every type of food possible. We had people wrapping 200 tiny little boxes and putting stupid little ribbons on them. Anything I asked them, they did. It was pretty amazing. And also to all my siblings for taking off time from work to put on such a great event here. And of course, my parents. I'm quite proud of the 4 of us, my 3 siblings and I actually, for who we've become. And we truly owe it all to them for the way they've raised us and the values they've given us over the years. And I, of course, want to thank the Ather family. From the moment they've met me, they've done nothing but shown me kindness. And I just can't wait to get to know all of you so well and have tons of parties in Bashir Uncle's backyard. It's going to be awesome in LA. And I guess I should say one thing about Nishu. So, you know, Nishu is the kindest person I've met, and I have all the confidence that I'm going to be taken care of forever. And I can't wait to begin our journey together.
Assalamu alaikum. I just realized I am the last thing standing between you and dinner. So, you know, normally I'd keep it short, but I got bad news for you. I'm a psychiatrist. I spend all day listening to people, so if I have the opportunity to talk to people, I'm going to take advantage of that. So first, I want to extend my deepest thanks to Dr. Jamaluddin and Mrs. Jamaluddin and their family for hosting this amazing event. I didn't know until yesterday that it's always been my dream to ride to my wedding on a big white horse. I didn't know until a couple hours ago that it was always my dream to carry a sword into my reception. I'd like to thank everyone here for coming near and far. I mean, we talked to a lot of people for the last couple of days about where everyone's from, and we get so excited, me and Nima, how much traveling we want to do. And every time something comes up, we say we're going to go visit them. On sounds like a lot of cities in America, a lot of places around the world. There's all the opportunities. And we look forward when you guys are in LA to come stay with us as well. I'd like to thank, on a more personal note, I'd like to thank my parents. Every step of the way, when I wanted to be a train driver, when I wanted to be a video game designer, when I wanted to go for a PhD in astrophysics, or finally settling on medicine, they've given me 100% support every single way, and they always believed in me, so I thank them very much for that. I'd also like to give a very special thanks to my sister, my little sister Shumi, who's been my best friend since September 4th, 1986. Almost slipped up on that. And finally, I thanked a lot of people, so I guess I'll end this with an apology to Nima. Nima, you're so beautiful and smart, and everyone that knows me knows that they've never seen me as happy as I am since I found you. So my apology is that I'm sorry that you're going to be stuck with me for the rest of your life. All right, thank you.
And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheek? Darling, I will be loving you till we're 70. And baby, my heart could still fall as hard at 23. And I'm thinking about how people fool all but gone and my memory fades, and the crowds don't remember my name. When my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. 'Cause honey, your soul could never grow old, it's evergreen. Baby, your smile's forever in my mind and memory. I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious ways, and maybe it's all part of a plan. Well, I'll just keep on making the same mistakes, hoping that you'll understand. But baby, now take me into your loving arms, kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars, place your head on my beating heart. I'm thinking out loud that maybe we found love right where we are.
Alright, I guess everyone be trying to dance to it. That's what we're working now.
कुंडी मारो कोई ना बच के जाने पाए, डीजे को समझा दो म्यूजिक गलती से भी रुक ना जाए, धगा धगा जो फील करे वो जाके पार्टी शुरू हुई है। बाद में ना कहना कुछ भी, पहले ही दे दूं वार्निंग, पार्टी चलेगी till 6 in the morning, जी भर के नाच ले बेबी, नाच नाच के तोड़ दे सेंडा।